This is Limbani, a rescue chimpanzee down at ZWF Miami who is widely regarded as one of the smartest animals on Earth. Limbani is known to play instruments, rock climb, and even change a tire. But today I will be teaching him what is undoubtedly the most valuable skill that any animal can have: scrolling through YouTube Shorts. I flew down to Miami to meet up with Limbani to hang for a few hours and hopefully rot our brains together. I curated a list of essential YouTube videos that I think Limbani would possibly enjoy, so I'm excited to show him all of them to see how he'll react. This is Matt, one of Limbani's handlers, and him and Rudy will be responsible for showing us their conservation and all the animals that they have, ultimately leading us to the chimpanzee.
Ladies first. Thank you, Rudy. I've been here at ZWF for about 7 years now. I work primarily with Limbani, a world famous chimpanzee that you guys will be seeing a little bit of today. And this is his auntie. Go ahead. I do the PR marketing for ZWF. I wanted to thank you for coming today. It's really inspiring to see creators that understand the need and what goes into a park like this.
Now, before we meet Limbani, we'll be meeting some of the other animals first. And our very first stop was the sloth enclosure.
We're about to go inside the sloth enclosure.
These guys were super chill, and we learned that they sleep around 21 hours per day.
Yeah, give him a little scratch on the back. Hey, you're like 6'5".
Oh, there's another one in there. Hi. You waking up from a sleep? It's like very coarse.
After this, we met up with some capuchins, which is a different type of monkey, and this specific monkey has beef with Rudy, so whenever somebody grabs into the enclosure, he'll be sure to grab right back.
I don't think he cares about me.
Next up, we met one of the loudest animals I've ever encountered, and this was like a scream monkey. I think it's another type of capuchin. As we get closer and closer to Limbani, we actually were able to see where his forever home is being built.
MTV Cribs. TV. Be playing Sambucha 24/7.
Yeah, we'll
massive TV.
Donate a TV screen here at the Sambucha library.
And even though the main attraction of our trip was Limbani, there's a lot of interesting animals like this laughing bird who would just mimic us. After this, we saw an alligator, and then some ostriches.
Wow, look how tall.
And they even had a capybara.
Hey, capybara. Look, no, come back.
They were able to go into the enclosure, watch him swim, play around with him a bit, and even attempt to feed him some leaves, which he didn't seem to care much about. I did, however, get to touch the capybara, so I can cross that off my bucket list. Towards the end of the exhibit, they actually had a lot of white tigers, and we were even able to play some tug of war with them. This was intense because I've seen videos of these on the internet before, and even the largest of bodybuilders would not beat them. So let's see how we hold up against these white tigers.
Oh, wow, look at that. Forfeit.
And actually, to our surprise, they ended up not wanting to play, which is technically a forfeit, so we beat tigers at tug of war. Our final stop was a birthday party that was going on for one of their capuchins named Romeo. He turned 2 years old, and so they had everything from cupcakes to a little celebration, and it was actually very cute.
It's got our favors at Romeo's birthday party. Happy birthday. Oh, look at that Black Panther. Seen pretty much everything, right?
Now, I have to say, this conservation was very cool. It was really big, and all the animals seemed to have plenty of space. So now it's time to finally meet Limbani, and so we left the current enclosure, walked into the building to sign some waivers, because if you guys are unaware, chimpanzees, despite being the smartest animals, are also the most dangerous. As there have been numerous reports in the past of chimpanzees going off on humans because they get very startled easily, and they're actually quite aggressive and territorial, as you'll see very soon.
Ooh.
So now the moment has finally come, and Rudy walked Limbani straight over to me, and this is what our interaction looked like.
Oh, hello. Oh. Hi, Limbani.
It felt like we were having a standoff, and my first impression when I met Limbani was straight fear. He had massive fangs, huge muscles, and basically acted exactly as you'd expect a chimpanzee to act. After a few minutes though, I think he finally accepted us into the pack, and we started walking over so he can begin his task of watching YouTube Shorts.
That chimpanzee is crazy. So it's 100 pounds and it's 5 times stronger than a human. It's just scary walking behind it.
Before then though, he wanted to cool down, and so he had a sip of Pure Life iced tea. Limbani's diet consists of mainly fruit, although he'll eat anything from a banana to a Chipotle bowl. Things were looking good, and I was excited for the next couple of hours to hang with Limbani, but when I least expected it, this happened.
Hey!
I was getting this feeling that Limbani didn't like me, as evidenced through that charge, and unfortunately that feeling was even further confirmed when he did this to me. Thank God he was on a leash.
So does he like interact with other animals here ever?
Believe it or not, the only animal, his dog.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Mario has a...
The next thing we attempted in order for me to become friends with Limbani was to eat the same food he was, and so I took a slab of pineapple and started to chomp on it. And it looks like this actually worked, because Limbani seemed to settle down at this point, and I think he was finally ready to start scrolling shorts. So now obviously I'm unable to get super close to Limbani, and so I stayed about 10 feet back and let the handler show him the shorts that I had handpicked for him. The very first video that I decided to show Limbani was, of course, Skibbity Toilet.
My style is ridiculous.
And just like a human, he was eating food and watching YouTube, and he actually seemed to enjoy Skibbity Toilet. I mean, who doesn't? Next up, I wanted to show him a video of I Show Speed jumping over cars, because I feel like that's a pretty hectic video with a lot of screaming going on and a lot of visual effects and engines, and so I thought this would really rile him up.
The speed.
This clearly was one of his favorite videos, and he even made it a point to nod his head to show his approval.
So he liked the car. Oh, you like that? Yeah. So he's a Speed fan.
Next up, I showed him a video of Mr. Beast, but
oh, he doesn't like Mr. Beast.
Doesn't look like he really enjoyed it, but then quickly regained attention when I put on this video of Kai Cenat.
What? You heard me? What you call me? That's why I called you a monkey. What? That's why I called you a monkey. Dang, he said it 3 times. Why you calling me a monkey? Because I can. Yo, he said it 4 times. I clipped this and put a monkey emoji in it.
I thought it'd be fun to show Limbani a video of himself to see if he actually recognized himself and if he enjoyed watching it. And to no surprise, he actually did. And then, of course, naturally, I decided to show him one of my recent shorts to see if he was a Sambucha fan. It looks like he wasn't. More normal than Adele, who eats the foam inside.
All right, maybe I'm like, I could be his YouTuber while he eats.
This is a common theme, though, with a woman named Bria addicted to eating sand because of the crunch, and a woman named Teresa who has eaten over 3,000 pounds of rocks in her lifetime because she enjoys the gritty taste. After this, I thought it was worthwhile to show him some brain rot to see if it's just humans who ultimately enjoy this type of content.
Oh, I've been married a long time ago.
It looks like this extends to chimpanzees as well. After this, I wanted to give Limbani a little break, and so I decided to just give him my phone and just see what he would do. To no surprise, he started taking a lot of videos and photos and was acting completely rogue, but he was actually quite careful with the phone. It was impressive to see him interact with it. I thought he was fatigued from videos, but he actually pulled up Netflix and was scrolling through the catalog to see what he wanted to watch.
Oh no, don't go too far. Don't go too far.
And then he went to search up some stuff like Triple H, the wrestler, before going on tctranscontinental.com. I don't know how he spelled that, but he ultimately ended up there and was on this forum for about the next 30 seconds. So he was very good with the phone, and he knew how to take pictures, videos, go on different apps, and even zoom in. But we all figured Limbani needed a little break from the phone at this point, and so we moved over to the tiger and lion enclosure, and this was crazy.
Here we go. Oh. Oh my gosh. That size is crazy. Wow. Seeing them in person, it's crazy. It's so much more like ferocious up close. You just like one bad step and you just know you're over. Look how close.
Apparently Limbani is such an instigator that they don't let him interact with any of the other animals because he'll poke the animals with sticks, not realizing that the danger is threatening. But thankfully, they let us get up close and personal to interact with these kings of the jungle and queen.
I know, buddy, I know. Its paws are so big.
These animals were actually surreal to be up close and personal to because the way they look you in the eyes is quite piercing. Like you could tell if humans never created weapons, we would be at the absolute bottom of the food chain. I even tried facing off with one of the lions to see if I could intimidate it, but this didn't turn out too well.
Those eyes are so piercing too. Oh, look, I'm chill, I'm here. I'm chill. Do you like this or you like me? This or me? Oh my gosh, I see like the pupils dilating.
And at the end, to further impose their dominance, the lions actually did this to us.
That's when we first met. I moved here from West Africa.
Oh,
yeah, man.
Ooh.
Oh!
Oh no!
Oh, that's why I was saying that.
Is that? Oh, I thought because like claws, but
That was disgusting. Now, even though we've been with Lambani for about an hour at this point, he still made it very clear that he wasn't completely into us yet, as evidenced by the second charge. But we were optimistic, and we thought we could ultimately get friendly with Lambani by the end of this. So at this point, we're about 1/3 through the shorts catalog that I put together, and we wanted to keep watching now to gather more data and hopefully further bond with Lambani. And so we did exactly that. So the next short in this group that we decided to show him was a Family Guy clip on top, a Subway Surfers in the bottom left, and then a satisfying video on the bottom right. And while at first Lambani seemed to be really into it, he ultimately stole my phone and started acting rogue again. Now, whenever Lambani puts the phone up to his forehead, he's trying to take a selfie because he learned from humans that that's how that typically goes. And while he didn't end up taking perfect selfies, he did take a bunch of other photos. And they're not the best photos to ever be taken, but since Lambani did it, I guess you can call it a piece of art. And after taking photos, he actually went back into the playlist himself to watch a few more shorts that I had put together.
C is for Today Boy. D is for Duke Dennis. E is for edging. F is for phantom tax. G is for yeah. H is for hair maxing.
Ultimately though, Matt ended up taking the phone back and started showing him the next video, which was the GTA 6 trailer.
That I don't remember. That's Mario.
The only video that Lambani wanted to watch twice was Speed jumping over a car, so I think it's safe to say that Lambani's favorite YouTuber is I Show Speed.
he loves the Speed video. He turned on the Speed video. He's a big Speed fan.
And he was intensely watching. I think he even watched it a few more times after this. So I don't know what it is about chimps, but they seem to really like Speed. He was not done yet though with the phone, so after watching shorts, he decided to go rogue again and start taking photos and videos, and you can see he's taking more selfies here, but it seemed like he was having a lot of fun. It's interesting that he was able to open the camera app pretty seamlessly, like he knew how to scroll and to get immediately to it, and he even knew how to take a picture using multiple different ways, like pressing the red button to start recording, or just pressing the volume button on the side. So after he played around with the phone a bit more, we decided to walk back to the initial area we were in, and on the way he was taking a ton of selfies and even taking videos of other animals. We were screen recording the entire time, so we were able to capture pretty much everything Lambani did, and at some point he was actually just on YouTube scrolling through YouTube Shorts himself.
When you press a nail gun against a surface, a safety mechanism disengages, allowing the trigger to be activated.
And so now, having spent 2 hours with Lambani, I thought we were finally cool after he had my phone for about an hour, and we were watching YouTube Shorts together, and I was eating food with him. But then, when I went to take a picture with him, this happened.
Oh. Life flashing before your eyes.
So we walked back to the initial place, and we were going to show him the last batch of videos to see how he would react. So we had Matt show him another Mr. Beast short. Okay. Which he seemed to like. Then Dream's face reveal.
Hi.
Which he seemed to not really like. And then this video of Joe Rogan doing a gorilla impression to see if Lambani would recognize it.
It's right in your face.
Spoiler alert, he didn't. And now that we were nearing the end of our hangout with Lambani, we wanted to show him a few more videos, like this video of him and his trainer Matt.
Hello. Hi.
But I think he was too focused on eating the pineapple. But I was determined to make Lambani like me. And so for these final videos, I decided to post up just 5 feet behind him, trying to keep my cool. And it looks like he didn't care that I was there. So I think at this point, he finally accepted that I was part of his pack. And throughout this entire journey of watching YouTube Shorts with Lambani,
You got hops.
we learned a lot about him, including what his favorite videos are.
So you like the car? Oh, you like that?
How he interacts with the people around him. How much the handlers love him. But before we left, Matt and Rudy wanted to show us one more video that they really thought Lambani would enjoy, and here's what happened.
Happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday, dear Lambani. Happy birthday to you. That's amazing.
That's his favorite jam. That's the song. Because he knows that song follows with a giant like fruitcake from
This whole experience was truly amazing, so shout out to Limbani for being an absolutely amazing animal, and also shout out to Matt and Rudy and all of ZWF Miami. Shout out to them. I put their link in the description below if you guys wanted to support them. But this was fun, and it looks like Limbani's favorite video, by the looks of it, was an I Show Speed video, which honestly not too surprising. He's very entertaining, and his least favorite YouTube short was undoubtedly me. Hopefully I get to see him again, and if I do, let me know what you guys want me to do with Limbani next time. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more content, make sure to click here or click here. Otherwise, subscribe on my way out, and I will see you next time. Peace.